Hello, welcome back to Piet and Grada from the Purple House in 14 Tasmania. We're the co-owners of a successful wellness center that's been in existence for over 20 years now. And every week we share some health tips with you and just give you some really important information, or we talk about topics that have been current in our lives. So recently we've been approached by several men with prostate issues, and prostate issues are like a hidden epidemic in our society, in Western society, and not many people know about it till it's too late. So apparently one in 6 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in Australia before the age of 85, sorry. So by the time people are 85, 1 in 6 men have experienced prostate cancer. But before that happens, there are lots of telltale signs and also difficulties for guys with their waterworks. And we want to really uncover that a little bit, because we know that blokes usually don't really talk about their waterworks or, you know, their reproductive system or anything personal they don't like to share with other people. And yet the reality is, though, that prostate cancer itself is the most diagnosed cancer in Australia today. It's even more common than breast cancer. But we hear all about breast cancer, we hear all about the, you know, breast cancer fundraising and the pink ribbon and all the rest. And so now today we want to urgently share with you some issues about prostate cancer or prostate issues before you have cancer, of course. And we want to share some natural solutions that have worked really, really well for a lot of our clients, right? So some of the things, well, Pete will tell you in a minute, some of the early signs and symptoms, but I quickly want to jump ahead. So everything is in the article as well. If you missed part of the video, so please spend time reading the article and share it with your loved ones, because it's creating a lot of suffering in our society. So, and also the prostate medication, the pharmaceutical medication for prostate problems are very, very ugly. They affect men in a very bad way. So they really undermine your quality of life, and we don't feel that that's the way to go. So all the research, the medical research that we looked into, showed that there is a direct link between prostate issues and swollen prostate and inflammation and tap water. Because the water that comes out of our tap, and this is the same in America, it's everywhere, the same issue is happening all around the world. The water that comes out of our tap is laced with heavy metals like lead, arsenic, mercury, to name a few, lots of other things. And that goes into your waterworks, and it creates toxic residue in your prostate, and eventually the prostate becomes inflamed. Now, when you're young, the body can still kind of get rid of all the toxicity a lot faster and repair itself faster. But then as we age, and today people are aging earlier, because prostate issues are now even becoming common for men starting at age 35, which is quite shocking when you think about it. So we've created a plan for you. So just be aware that the water comes out of your tap is harmful for your prostate. So you have to, if you love yourself and you value your prostate, you have to filter your water. And I also discovered a fun fact that the royal family in England are not allowed to drink tap water. It's allegedly against royal protocol. So maybe they know something that we don't know, right? Because of course tap water is promoted here everywhere. So
the heavy metals, they get into our water supply by the aging pipework
and other things.
If you look at all the water pipes in the municipal waterworks, they are clogged up and laced with toxic waste, and that's getting into our water, and it's the kidneys try to flush it out, but then it irritates the prostate, and the prostate
becomes
due to the irritation of the heavy metals and so on. To protect itself, it starts to enlarge,
and then it starts, of course, squeeze on the pipes there.
Yeah, and men, the telltale signs of prostate are if you're having to urinate frequently, get up at night, and you're only passing small amounts and not being able to empty your bladder properly. It also affects your
love life.
The love life, your ability to have a good sex life. And there's a 20-second toilet test you can do just by looking at your urine. If it's dark yellow, forming a foam when you pass urine, it has a bad smell, takes ages to flow from your bladder. These could mean that the urine is contaminated with heavy metals. And there was an incredible study done by a team of Japanese scientists, researchers, who found that there was a specific good gut bacteria reduced, that they were directly linked to reducing the heavy metals in the body by 430%.
Got rid of it, in other words.
And that the way they do this is these good gut bacteria is they latch onto the heavy metals in the bowel, and we pull it out instead of having to pee it out.
That's right. So it
doesn't go into the bloodstream. The bacteria keep it within the bowel, so the bowel gets rid of it rather than the urinary system.
It's basically they wrestle with the heavy metals. It goes into the bowel, like Pete said, and then it evacuates your body into the toilet through the bowel.
So a real important thing to do is replenish those good gut bacteria every day.
Well, I've got a bottle of beetroot sauerkraut, fermented beetroot. So this is a really, really good love your guts. It comes from Tasmania, grown from organic vegetables by Tasmanian farmers, and then the whole process it's pre-digested fermented vegetable matter, and 1 tablespoon a day keeps the doctor away. That's what we always recommend, but more is better, of course. But have a minimum of 1 tablespoon that fills you up, and it's pretty much all the vegetable matter that you need for the day. And it's contains over 500 different enzymes. Scientists don't even know how many enzymes 1 tablespoon consists, but also a huge variety of good gut bacteria that do all the work for you.
Plus, also have a good probiotic.
Yeah.
I personally have both a probiotic and a portion of fermented food every day because I want to stay healthy.
I do as well. I also do it from my prostate. No, not.
I tell people to do things to remain healthy, to get healthy, and if I'm telling them I
have to walk the talk.
I have to walk the talk.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We do like to, whatever we preach, we practice what we preach, we walk the talk, because otherwise don't feel that we can sit here telling you all these things.
The inflammation that occurs when the heavy metals irritate the prostate, they're the things that cause erectile dysfunction, and any inflammation will knock your sex life down the drain.
Yeah, apparently one lot of inflammation, so like you get inflamed once, knocks your testosterone levels down by 30%, right? And it takes a while to recover. But then if it's like a chronic state of inflammation in your body and in your reproductive system and your waterworks, it really knocks your testosterone flat on its back pretty much for good. And then we all know that we need testosterone for a healthy body, women as well, by the way. It's a foundation for many of our hormones, right? And so filtering your water or getting good quality water, we now have an energetic K8 filter, or it actually produces
it's an ionizer.
Exactly, and other things, antioxidants, and it's medical grade water that's also been used in Japan. Well, it's Japanese technology, and it's used in cancer centers there to keep patients healthy and to restore people's bodies.
A lot of the hospitals have the magic water system.
Actually, so it's had a track record of 50 years of excellent results in healthcare. So that means I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I feel good about that. That I can just go to my tap now and have this wonderful medical grade water on tap. Literally, Peter and I have been drinking it for 4 months, and I have noticed huge improvement in my energy levels, and I absolutely have no pain in my body anywhere from scar tissue that I had from a truck accident 20 years ago.
It produces a lot smaller particles, so it hydrates a lot better than.
Well, I would say it hydrates all the way to the foundational level of your body, and so it will go into parts, also traumatized parts. So if you've had inflammation that creates trauma in the tissue, sometimes that creates dehydration, and then it's difficult for the body to hydrate itself. And the other thing here, by the way, is that we're all chronically mineral deficient, right? Everyone, that's a given. Everyone living in today's world, because the soils are depleted and we don't get enough nutrients, and our lifestyle also depletes us. And so what the body is looking for those minerals, and there are no minerals to be found. So it's going to latch onto the heavy metals that come out of your tap water or rainwater, because there is mercury in our rain. And so the body is starting to use, or it uses these toxic metals to create the chemistry that travels around your body. And that this creates mental illness, brain fog, all kinds of. It's really the root cause of all diseases. So we recommend healthy water, and then we also say add minerals. I haven't put that in this article, but I should have. But we tell everyone, just download our wellness guide. It's a free ebook. It's called In There. We recommend most people have half a teaspoon of healthy unrefined salt per day to boost their mineral levels.
And the other thing to take the load off the kidney and the bladder, and hence the prostate, is to get your liver getting rid of the toxins as it should, because the liver is the major detoxification organ. And we have beet flow, which is full of the red beet leaf, and that's high in nitric oxide, which dilates the bile ducts, it dilates the blood vessels, and it helps with blood pressure problems, it helps with erectile dysfunction because it gets the blood flowing again.
And it helps with your prostate, what we're talking about, all the little blood vessels. That restores the circulation in that area as well. So that's super important. So it has the nitric oxide and it's called taurine.
Taurine, that does the same. That dilates the blood vessels and the bile ducts.
Yeah. And that's good news, because it also means toxins can be flushed out of that area, right? So it can be all cleaned out. Because do you know what? Ultimately, your body is geared towards health. It wants to be healthy all the time. It has the blueprint for perfect health. And every year, every atom in your body is replaced. Well, 99% they reckon that of your entire body is replaced, which gives you a really, really good chance to regenerate your body. And don't believe in the aging process. Also, don't believe that it's normal to have prostate problems, because it isn't normal. Just because everyone has it doesn't mean that it's normal. It just means that our body is massively challenged, and we need to give it stuff to thrive. So another thing,
and if there has been inflammation in your body, which includes inflammation in the prostate, it can build up scar tissue and cause problems. So we also recommend you have an enzyme mix that has a systemic enzyme such as serrapeptase in, and that dissolves scar tissue around the body.
Yeah, that works really well.
That'll eat up eat up any fibrous tissue that is not in its rightful place.
Yeah, exactly. Because even we're talking about the prostate gland now, which has got very fine capillary. So if there's scarring there, it's going to get blocked, and it works really, really well for that. So the most expensive of that is called Vascusign, but this is really worth its weight in gold. So we have men who come here, they're very, very happy. They walk in with a big smile on their face and they buy the Vascusign monthly. It is $107 for 90 capsules, so you can work that out. But it works, that is probably the most powerful one that also works on all your blood vessels.
It does say it's for
heart and arteries.
Heart and artery health,
So that's called the serrapeptase, yeah. But this one also has serrapeptase. So this one is for general information, and the serrapeptase, like we said, gets rid of scar tissue. And this one is only $43, right? Also for 90 capsules.
Then there's
the Synthol.
Synthol does have a good probiotic blend plus serrapeptase and all the other digestive enzymes that you need for good digestion as well. So,
and that one is $60. Yeah. So, but it's really up to you, because if you lose your health, and Pete and I, we've both been there in the past, you lose everything, right? If somebody could have said to me, here is, you pay me $100,000 and I'll give you your body back after I got hit by a truck, I would have taken a loan out for 100, or I would have paid $1 million or 10 million. You literally cannot put a price on your health, right? And when you feel good and healthy and everything is working well, we just take it for granted. But we can't take it for granted, because when you lose it, it takes a while to recover. But we can all recover, right? Even your nerves recover. Doctors will often say to you, okay, this is how, as good as it's going to get, right? You're not going to recover beyond this point. And that's absolutely not true, because your nerve ends can even recover after 20 years of paralysis, right? I had spinal injuries in the year 2006, and I'm still getting nerve recovery every day today from that. So Synthol is great because it fights candida and it cleans out. It's like, actually all these products are like an antimicrobial product that helps your body to just get rid of all the nasties. And then when the nasties are gone, you have good clean space in your body to where your body wants to just quickly restore your health and make everything function better.
It does need to be a daily habit that you get into, though, replenishing those good intestinal bacteria.
Because the whole world, in a sense, is against us, because we have toxins in our rainwater, in our tap water, our food is depleted, and then people work too hard as well. Everyone is overworked and tired, and then, I mean, we just see so many people struggle everywhere, and we can relate to that, because Pete and I, we have 6 children, and we've always had businesses. So we are just so happy to help you and give you a pathway back to a better level of health, where you have more energy. Imagine just having more energy and having confidence in your body, that your body knows what it can do to restore itself, right? And especially when it comes to prostate. Now, I know the majority of our audience and community are women. So if you're a woman and you've just been listening to this spiel, please also read the information. And from experience, we know that women often have to take the lead, even when it comes to your bestie's health, right? Men often don't reach out for help till things are really, really desperate. So I'm just imploring the women and the girlfriends or the sisters, the mothers, the grandmothers, whoever, the wives, to please check in with your partner or or the male specimens around you.
I often see men at times and ask, how come you come? Oh, because so-and-so, my wife sent me.
Yeah, actually, but it's not always true. I want you to know there is a real shift happening as well on that topic. More and more men, younger age, are waking up, and they really want to be the best version of themselves, and they want to have a great life. So they come to us as well. And so that's, I'm so happy that that shift is happening, and Peter and I really want to support you if that's you as well.
I had a guy come to me back a year or so ago for digestive issues, and what I recommended to him was to take his beet flour and enzyme and a probiotic, and he rang me a couple of months later and said his digestion was fine, but an added benefit, he said, was he had an elevated PSA level and it had dropped by half. It had gone from 12 to 6.
So they're back in nearly healthy range, was it?
And that was those 3 things that we recommend.
Or 5, I guess.
Yeah.
Iodine, we didn't say iodine,
no.
but anyway, we can't really talk freely about iodine. So just download our iodine book, which is a free ebook, and it tells you everything we can't share with you in Facebook Live. And also the wellness guide, and it's the ultimate vitality boost. What we recommend for you today is very much like the ultimate vitality boost, but we just swapping out the general enzyme for one with serrapeptase in it. Okay, so just go ahead and click on our website and download half a dozen free ebooks, and just spend some time reading, and then you're catching up with powerful information that you should have known probably 20 years ago, but it's at your fingertips.
And you take control of your own health.
Yeah. So we're
important.
here to help you. Thank you for listening. I hope that you find this interesting. Let us know if you have any more questions, or what you struggle with, or if you found ways to overcome prostate issues as well. But we do know that there is a return where you don't have to keep, go down the gurgler with your prostate at all. And so we're here to encourage you to take action. Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Have a really wonderful week.
Bye.